Yo, just checking in. We are now at the next phase. That's absolutely insane. The upgrades, Bitcoin never ceases to amaze me. The consensus was brilliant. Right now we're getting shot with all kinds of special interest updates, but none of them work. They're all kicked out because it's just awesome. It's awesome. The block size, the scaling is not necessary. We are now going out of blockchain versus Bitcoin and going to the next phase, scalability. Think of all the phases right real quick. Phase 1, it's a Ponzi scheme. It's not real money. Phase 2, you double spend. How do you stop double spend? That's proven. Hackers, it's hackable. Satoshi's wallet's right there. Anyone who can hack it, grab it. You got it. $3 million. Next, well, what about all the altcoins? A little bit faster, a little bit quicker, a little, quieter, whatnot. Nope, they all lost. It's Bitcoin only. It's the granddaddy. The government can shut it down. Nope. They shut it down. They're in the Stone Age because it's international. It's only for drug dealers or bad thing because it's uncensored. Nope. Now it's, there's companies in San Francisco everywhere. It's mainstream now. By the day, exchanges are opening up everywhere. Then we had the 51% attack. Media, boom. Then, most recently, blockchain. Saying the blockchain is different than Bitcoin. But you know what's happening? Executives of banks go, hey, make Tommy coin for us. And they're going, it's just, we've already had 500 different brilliant people make altcoins and they all failed. Nobody wants to buy Tommy coin or Joey coin or Citibank coin or whatever. The Chinese aren't going to buy that. No one's going to buy that. The scalability, the next phase is burn fees. Fees are going to go up by at least 4 times. So instead of 2 cents, it's 10 cents. And 75% of those fees are going to go into an unusable wallet or burned. Simple as that. So if you want to get your wedding recorded on the real Bitcoin blockchain, it's going to cost you 10 cents, 20 cents, if you want it. Otherwise, you just take $100 of your $1,000, put it in your hot wallet, your risky wallet, and you can send instantly. Your buddy's on Coinbase is instantly. Each country will probably have 2 or 3 of its own things. But no one's agreeing to any of these upgrades. They're all, I'm on Reddit trying to see there's no one representing burn fees or destructive fees, which is the one thing that everybody agree with, because you're really not paying 10 cents. 75% of that is going back into scarcity. Now there's no more spam. Instead of going from gold and slipping into silver, it goes to gold to platinum. The rarity extreme. Every time you hear on the news spam, if you have Bitcoin, your value theoretically went up. Every time they have to acknowledge that fact, because to spend $1 to get 25 cents back obviously won't last very long. We do not need scalability. Micropayments need to be off chain. Stop thinking of Bitcoin as a currency. It's gold 2.0. Yes, it's so easy to use. You could change it like money, but the brain does not work correctly. The users, the regular people in the world, they want to make sure that it's unchangeable and stronger, not complex. 5 lines of code. Take the old core and add every fee, 75% of it goes into the burn or unusable wallet, so we can all watch. Wow, value's just 21 million minus that bucket, bigger and bigger. And I would like to see 20-30 cents fees. As long as 75% of them are burn fees, that's going right back into the ecosystem. It's 21 million minus all those fees. You see what's happening? No matter what, it's growing stronger and stronger. And then the micropayments just go off chain. they could use a altcoin or a Litecoin or whatever. This is the gold standard, and these bias updates are ridiculous, but it's awesome because retail puts out an update, miners go hell no, miners put out the hell no. It's a veto power. Everybody wins or it's turned down. I mean, it is so great. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to go original, here's core, adding 5 lines, all fees, no matter what, 10 cents, 30 cents, 75% get burned, or an unusable wallet where everybody could see it grow and grow and grow. Where am I wrong? Comment. What's the downside? Miners will love it. The value obviously would go up every time there's a media thing. People that buy and hold will love it because value obviously will climb as scarcity climbs. Developers, wallets, they could go back to micropayments because think about it, they're only paying 20 cents. If they're dealing with 10 transactions, then they could cut you a deal, and then you have this very usable, user-friendly, higher risk, centralized, the cities. But if you want to get married or you want to transfer $1,000, you could still spend the 20 cents and have it, on the Bitcoin network, But for all these little tiny 2-cent things, let's say the Wall Street Journal has a Coinbase, and you just go to your Coinbase wallet and you can send them micropayments instantly. There'll be a whole ecosystem that develops around it. We do not need complex at all. It's just a chunk of gold, that is unbreakable, and everything is going to be built on the outside. The core is simple, easy, never changing. Not complex at all. We already see off-chains exploding, and people aren't dumb. If they have 5,000, they put 4,500 in cold storage and 500 in their hot wallet. Now what do they have at risk? $500, or $50? I'm just trying to make up everybody has a different risk level. But this is not some theoretical, hard to understand, ATMs, we have them all the time. You go to your Wells Fargo, you don't pay anything to get money out. Convenience fee, if you want to use a BMA or another one, $3, $6. I mean, we're talking dollars, not cents, But, convenience, boom. Sometimes it happens all the time. They're getting those all the time, and that's the same thing. You have the blockchain, So I want to hear the holes in that. Good job, Bitcoin.